fine. So class, today we are discussing about test and measurement in sports, unit 6. Okay. So in this unit we are talking about the motor fitness test. Okay. So basically we are talking about the motor fitness test and how to measure your motor ability in all of tests. Okay. Basically what tests are measured to which motor ability to knowing this topic. Okay class, so basically first we starting out the what is the motor fitness. Okay, so motor fitness, it's a capability to give a chance to take a parts in any kind of sports. So this is called a motor fitness. Okay, so basically you know what is the motor abilities like speed, endurance, flexibility, strength. This is called your motor abilities. Okay class, so in motor fitness test there are 7 tests to measuring your motor fitness testing your motor fitness. Okay, so first is 15-meter start or 15-meter dash run. Okay, the standing start or dash run is measuring to your speed. Okay, so the second number test is 600-meter walk and run. Okay, so in this test we measuring the your endurance. Okay, number third is 4 into 10 meters shuttle run. Okay, so in this test we measuring your agility and also the ability of direction changing. Okay, and number 4 test is sit and reach test. So in this test we measuring your flexibility, but the region including to your lower part, just like your lower back, hamstring muscles. Okay, so this type of muscles or joints we measuring the flexibility. Okay, and lateral curve up. Okay class, so in this test we measuring your endurance and strength of your abdominal muscles. Okay class, so next is 6 is standing broad jump. Okay class, so basically in this test we measuring your legs explosive strength. Okay class, and 7 number is push up for boys. Okay, and push up for boys we measuring in your upper body strength and endurance. Okay, and modified push ups for girls also measuring the your upper body strength and endurance. Okay class, so in this topic we also talking about the what the advantage and disadvantage of these tests and all of tests to what the benefits and what are disadvantage and advantage of this test and how to processing the all of the tested in your physical activity and physical work, and also know what they are tested. Okay.
So class, first we started to meaning of fitness test and meaning of motor fitness test. Okay class, so basically the motor fitness test is to giving a capability of a athlete to take a part effectively in particular sports. Okay, and it also be said that motor fitness is a person ability to do physical activities. Okay class, so basically motor fitness test is giving to ability and capability to take a part of taking a part to effectively in particular sports, and also they giving a ability to taking a part and doing a motor fitness tests and motor ability and any kind of physical activities. So this is the meaning of motor fitness test. Okay, so let's move next page. So in next page we're talking about our first motor fitness test. Okay, so the first motor fitness test is 15-meter standing start or 15-meter dash run. Okay, so basically the first we're talking about the what is the processing of this test. Okay, so basically this is the test involve running a single maximum sprint over 15 meters. Okay, and with the time recorded start from stationary standing position. Hand cannot touch the ground with one foot in front of the other. The front foot must be behind the starting line. Once the subject is ready, a starter give a instruction set, then go. And participants should be encouraged not do not slow down before crossing the finish line. Okay, class. So basically, in this test, we measuring your speed to in 15 meters sprint race, and also how to scoring in this test to um, the scoring of this test is to how much take time to covering a 15 meters. So this total number of time is your score. So, okay class, so let's move next page. So there is a purpose and scoring. So first we talking about the purpose of this test. So basically the purpose of this test is measuring your speed, and okay, and the scoring is in this test the time taken to cover 15-meter distance is expressed in seconds. Basically you are covering the 15 meters distance in seconds. So the total time is your total score. Okay class, so let's move next page. So in next page we're talking about the 600-meter walk and run. Okay, so there is a process of this test. So 60-meter walk and run can be organized on track. Okay, subject or student runs a distance of 600 meter. The subject take a standing start from the start line. The subject may walk in between, however, the objective is to cover the distance in the shortest time. When he crossed the finish line, he is informed of his time. Okay, class? So basically, in this test, the subject or student can run or walk. Okay, but the total time to taking a covering the system 600 meter. So this is a in total number of time. So this is a your score. Okay class, so let's move next page. So in next page there is a purpose of this test. To basically the purpose of this test measuring your endurance. Okay, so how much long you taking a part of these activities and this test. So this test measuring your endurance. Okay, and also the equipment required. So firstly only one or two equipments are required. First is a 600-meter track, and second is stopwatch to and knowing how much time you take to covering the 600 meters. Okay, so let's move next page. So in next page we're talking about the 4 into 10 meter shuttle run. Okay, so this is the purpose of this test to measure speed and agility. Okay, basically the purpose of this test is to measure your speed and agility, and also know to ability to changing direction. Okay class, so there is a process of produce. Two parallel lines are marked 10 meter apart, wooden blocks 2 into 4 inches, and are kept on side on of market line. Okay class, so the student stand opposite side to the line where wooden blocks are placed. On start, the student runs toward wooden blocks and pick one of them. Then place the block one line from where he started. The student continues run and similarly lift other blocks and place at starting line. Okay class, so in next page we talk there is a purpose and score what is how to scoring in this test. So basically, the purpose of this test to measuring your ability and ability to change the direction. Okay, class. So there is scoring is the score is each lap time for completed trial. Okay, the better of two trials is taken up as final score. Okay, class. So basically, in this test, the scoring is your total taking time. Okay. So let's move next page. So next page, there is a 4 number test is sit and reach test. Okay. So basically, the process of this test. So this test involves sitting on the floor, okay, and with leg stretched out straight ahead, and shoes should be removed. The sole of the feet are placed flat against the box. Both knees should be locked and pressed flat to the floor. The tester may assist by holding them down with the palms facing toward and the hands on the top of each other's or side by side. Okay, and the subject reaches forward along the measuring line as far as possible. Ensure that the hands remain at same level, not one reaching further forward than other after some practice reaches. Okay, the subject reaches same level, not one reaching further forward than the other. After some practice, as the subject reaches out and hold the position for 1 to second will the distance is recorded. Okay, class. So this is the process of sit and reach test. So let's move next page. So in this test, basically, what is the purpose? Is the purpose is measuring your flexibility of hip region, including the lower back and hamstring muscles. Okay. So basically, the purpose of this test measuring your flexibility, but the hip region muscles are joined to lower back and hamstring muscles flexibility. Okay, and the scoring is the score is recorded the nearest centimeter or half inches as the distance reached by hand. Okay, class. So basically, in this test, the scoring system is to uh, how much you cover the distance with your hands to and reaches the scale. Okay, class. So total number the total number you cover the area in with your hands. So this is your total score. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So next page we talking about the pectoral curve up. Okay, so first we talking about the what is the process of this test. So the starting position is lying on the back with the knee. Okay, fixed and up and feet 12 inches from the buttocks. The feet cannot be held on or rest against an object. The arms are extended and are rested on the thighs. The head is natural position. Okay, and the subject curve up with a slow controlled movement until the student's shoulders come off mat 2 inches, then back down again. One other curve up is completed every 3 seconds and are continue until excuses. There is a pause in the up or down position. The curve up should be continuous with the abdominal muscles engaged throughout. Okay, class. So this is the process of pectoral curve up. So let's move next page. So in next page there is a scoring and purpose. So first we talking about the scoring. Okay, so record the total number of curves. Only correct perform curve up should be counted. Okay, class. So how many curve ups are doing? So this is a total number of curve you do. So this is your score. Okay, so basically the purpose of this test to measuring your strength and endurance of abdominal muscles. Okay, basically the abdominal muscle in your stomach, so measuring your endurance of abdominal muscles and also the strength. Okay class, so let's move next page. So next page we talking about the standing broad jump. Okay, so there is a process of this test. A takeoff line is marked on the ground. Okay, and the student behind the takeoff line with the feet several inches apart. The subject swing the arm and bends the knees to take a jump in the long jump pit. 3 tiles are given to subject. Okay, so basically in this subject, giving you have a 3 tiles to doing this test, and the distance is measured from the takeoff line to the heel or other parts of the body that touches the ground nearest to take off line. Okay, basically you measuring in your total distance covering with jump. So first touch your body parts in ground, so in starting line and the touching covering the first touching line to measure your total number of scoring. Okay, so all jumps are measured and the best one is recorded. Okay, so in this test giving you 3 trials and all 3 ट्रायल्स में जो आपका बेस्ट जंप बेस्ट एरिया डिस्टेंस कवर होगा वही आपका बेस्ट और सबसे स्कोर होगा, बेस्ट स्कोर होगा, तो उसे ही रिकॉर्ड किया जाएगा. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव नेक्स्ट पेज. The purpose of this test, basically the purpose of this test is to measure the explosive power of your legs. Okay, so let's move next page. So there is a push-up for boys and modified push-up for girls. Okay, so basically you know how to doing a push-ups. Okay, and the purpose of this test is to measure your upper body strength and endurance. Okay, and the last one is modified push-ups for girls. Same purpose of this test is measuring your upper body strength and endurance, but the push-up formation is different in push-ups for boys. So basically modified push-ups for girls, in the process to doing this test, basically the hand positions are same but the leg positions are different. So basically in normal push-ups we using your toes and hands, but in modified push-ups in girls we are using the hands and knees to support. Okay, so class, this is the all test is to measuring your motor fitness. Okay class.
So class, I hope you all understand about the motor fitness test and what the use of and what they measuring your abilities of motors. Okay, so these all of the tests to measuring your motor fitness tests and measuring your ability just like strength, endurance, flexibility, speed, or others motor fitness ability to measuring. Okay, so class, stay fit, stay healthy. Thank you class.